Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Let's not waste no more time, man. We got another Reddit reaction. Let's get it started.
Single man, what made you definitely not want a second date with the woman you went out with? So I take this girl out to a bar restaurant, meeting her for the first time after talking on an online dating site. After she orders her food, she drops the bomb. She tells me for the past 7 years, she has been a professional dominatrix. So I'm an open-minded guy, I'm cool with this. She probably has some funny stories, right? Well, she starts telling me these stories, and for the first half hour or so, they are pretty entertaining. Eventually though, I want to talk about other things. However, anytime I try to change the subject, she immediately brings it back to dudes she pooped on. It got weird, I could barely get a word in. She basically did.
That's different. That's different. So she's out here defecating on guys. There's a lot of weird individuals out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all wouldn't even know. They have big corporate jobs, be regular looking guys, man. But they like to get their chest shitted on. Shout out to the people in Dubai. The Dubai dudes that be hiring those Instagram models to come out there, right? They get the Instagram models, pay them like $50K, crap on their chest. You know, I heard it's a whole sequence. They take laxatives, so by the time they come, the laxative is already kicked in, so they come out with the most diarrhea mess. This crapped on the chest, man. What people will do for money is crazy, right? But I mean, this dominatrix thing, this one is just a kink. Crazy. Let's keep going.
And take a breath for 3 hours. Again, I'm a really open-minded guy. But there's only so many consecutive stories of ball gags and double-sided dildo butt effing a person can take before even the most open-minded amongst us start to feel uncomfortable. At one point, I excuse myself to go to the bathroom. As I stand up and turn around, she seizes this chance to smack my butt and says, "Your ass looks like a baby pumpkin." I could bounce a quarter off it and get back 2 dimes and a nickel. Keep in mind, this lady is
2 dimes and a nickel is crazy. That is crazy. That's bonkers. Let's keep going.
Keep in mind, this lady is a professional. It was crisp and painful. To put this in perspective, I was wearing thick jeans. She hit me in my back pocket, and when I checked myself for damage in the bathroom, there was a clear fat red handprint on my butt cheek. Like, I could see the lines in her hand. I could have mooned a psychic and they would have been able to predict her future. So I'm about done with this. We finish the meal and I drive her home, while she still blabs tales of donkey tail butt plugs and toys I've never heard of, going to places I wish I hadn't heard. So I pull in her driveway. The second the car goes into park, she immediately grabs my nuts, like specifically targeting them. And it wasn't sexy, it was a hostage situation where she had all the power. Then she straight licks the side of my face, chin to hairline, her tongue as big as a Shetland pony. I do not want to. Then she looks me in the eyes and says menacingly, "I'm gonna strap you into my SX dungeon." The F you are. I choose life. I think to myself, how do I get out of this? She literally has me by the balls here. So here's what I came up with. I tell her that hell yeah, let's do it. I have a special toy I keep in my trunk. Is that okay?
Nah, hey, listen, and she was smart. She realized that he's planning his getaway plan right now. This joint is bonkers. This joint is crazy. She's a loon. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely a wild harlot. Because I could only imagine this situation. Like, if I was in this situation, and especially if you grabbing the nuts that hard, I'm like, man, this is going to be hard, aggressive sex. You talking about you smacked my butt so hard that it left the imprint and a psychic can get a reading off of it? That's freaking crazy. That's ridiculous. I can't even imagine that type of belligerence. Belligerence is not even the right word. But, you know, I'm just all flustered right now because my son just came downstairs and he just messing this video up. But let's keep going.
She says sure, bring any toys you want. So I tell her to meet me at her doorstep while I bust it out because I want it to be a surprise. As she steps out the car, she gives me a look that she thinks is sexy but is actually terrifying. The second her feet touch the ground, I slam the car in reverse and fly out of her driveway as fast as my car can go. You know how most people pull out of a driveway, switch to drive, then drive off ahead? I did not do that. I didn't want that 1 second of switching gears to give her the chance to catch me. I pulled out the driveway and just kept going down the street in reverse for like 5 blocks. The passenger door was flapping around, still open because I took off before she shut it. When I am satisfied she won't catch me, I close the door, put it in drive, and go home. Gotta get back on that horse, right? Wrong. I got home, iced my balls and deleted my online dating profile. Not today, Satan.
Bro, that has to be one of the funniest stories I've ever heard in my life. Bruh, the fact that this guy really skirted off with he didn't even let her close the door. He was like, I'm going, boom, boom. I can't even risk her changing her mind, trying to come. Like, this is crazy. I'm trying to imagine how attractive she must look, though, in the face, right? I just wonder how attractive. She must not be attractive enough because he was willing to, like, not even switch gears, kept the car in reverse until he was a safe enough distance that she can't catch. She can't catch him and stuff like. I could only imagine. So those type of situations, man. I don't know. I will say this. I'd be a little bit intrigued. I would want to see exactly how much. How no. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. She probably no. She probably mangle my nuts. She probably would mangle my nuts. So let me not say that, man. Let me just leave out the situation, take the L. I probably would have at least let her close the door, and I would have put my car in reverse. Put it in drive a lot quicker than he did. But who knows? Maybe she was already running and she was closing the gap, and he couldn't risk it. He didn't say that in the story, but who knows, right? It is what it is. Maybe that girl will learn from her mistakes and change. Because he even deleted his profile. He deleted his profile, let her know, like, listen, I don't want anybody. I don't want her to even find me again. I don't want her to message me anything. I'm blocking her on every platform, probably. I don't blame her. I don't blame him at all, right? But that's all I got to say on this, man. If you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you always be more first to hear the voice and leave a like. And that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.